black people, remember this. We were running our record industry fine. We had no issues. But it goes back to the story I talked about last night on my live. Big bank take little bank. That's the story of life. Big bank take little bank. And while we're trudging along, big bank always wins. Even when it comes to white folks. That's how, like, yeah, record labels like, I'm gonna give you a white example. Casablanca Records. I'm drawing a blank to their CEO's name, but he died in the early 80s under mysterious circumstances. But he's somebody who CBS and the big boys were going after. I read that part in this book. CBS and all them, they were going after Casablanca. Because Casablanca, they was releasing Parliament Funkadelic. On the funk side, they was releasing the most extreme funk and disco. It was Casablanca, a white-owned record label that was allowing the black people to run wild. Casablanca wasn't supposed to have Donna Summer go do what she. Donna Summer wasn't supposed to happen because the powers that be didn't choose Donna Summer. A white-owned label that wasn't playing the game did. So you had black people running their own shit, and you had white people that didn't give a fuck about the race play. They were all successful until CBS, until Universal, Sony, these big, huge money entities came and played big bank, take little bank, squeezed the means of distribution, bought up all the distribution. Now as you get through the 80s, no more one-stops. You buy up all the one-stop chains for local promotion, and then after you buy up all the one-stop promotion chains, then you buy up all the the radio stations. 1996 Telecommunications Act. And whatever few independent black-owned radio stuff was around or white-owned that wasn't playing the game, they all got squeezed, and then bought out. And then put into the hands of someone like a Lear Cohen. So no, he didn't give a shit. And with that being said, happy anniversary to the Let's Take It to the Stage album with Parliament Funkadelic. This was one of the first diss songs ever recorded. Funk, James, this is George Clinton rapping over a vamp breakbeat, calling out other bands, calling out Smoothest and Shaka Khan, Earth, Hot Air, and No Fire. Oh, how? Listen to this. You want to talk about one the early days of rhyming? Before, this is black culture right here for you people who are new to our culture. Say happy 50th anniversary to this album by Parliament by Funkadelic.
Everybody funkin' and don't know how. They should have seen the bull when he funked the cow. He funked it so hard they saw some smoke.
Man, that's my shit.
Grandfather.
That's what they was calling James Brown the godmother, the grandfather. They called out Kool in the Gang. They dissed Rufus and Shaka Khan. They dissed Earth and Fire. Happy 50th anniversary to the Let's Take It to the Stage album by Funkadelic. Also, one of my other favorite songs, No Head, No Backstage Pass. What y'all know about this?
Tell them.
What y'all know about this? No head, no backstage pass.
No head, no backstage. No head, no backstage.
No head, no backstage pass. That's what we had when we owned our record. When we was distributing our own music, Funkadelic could play heavy metal and they could play funk. Goddamn, get off your ass and jam. Happy 50th anniversary to that album by Funkadelic. Which basically brings us to what we're talking about today, DJ Vlad. Black people, totally fine without Lee or Cohen. Totally fine without y'all in our shit. As a matter of fact, our music was much better off. It was more diverse. And it spoke to us as a people. So for Vlad to go around patting himself on the back because some culture vulture came in and fucked up our sound, I got an issue with it. I got a major issue with it.
Enamored by. But you also got to see, like, people like to say he got paid off all these artists and, you know, he took advantage of them and put them in bad deals and he made most of the money, blah, 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 blah. Most of these people on this that were on Loud Records.
Well, no, I don't need to go any further. I don't want to hear him explain anymore. You guys get the gist of what's going on. So that's what's going on, y'all. That's what's going on. DJ or JD Vlad is a culture vulture. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button and share. Also go to DewanB.com. Get your Black American music family tree at DewanB.com. Get your Black American music family tree, all of the merch. Understand that this is all our culture, and we must have respect and pride for our culture. But you see why these people from other cultures like Vlad have such an issue. You see why. They have their own cultural differences, their own cultural rifts in their families, in their community, which makes them run to our community and our families. You dig what I'm saying? It makes them run to our community and our families and our music. They love it. But at some point, they go back to the cultural norms of their culture as they get older. And the cultural norms of most cultures, especially those that move to America, is anti-Black. Because the way to prove that you're American is to show that you're anti-Black. And they generally fall back into that. That's why we as a people got to make sure that we draw our lines and we keep our lines up. Not because we hate y'all. Because we know 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, when y'all get into y'all 30s and 40s, and really when y'all get into y'all 50s, and party time is over, you're going to go back to the cultural norms of your first culture. The culture of your home. The shit your mom and dad said about not trusting them Black people over there. Don't hang around those Morenos. That's just what happens. And for us to sit around and act like it doesn't and to play naive, that'll do nothing but harm to all of us. We cannot live life naively. We got to be very aware of the issues, because the only way the issues cannot affect you is if you're aware they exist. You dig. Carl Langley, thank you for the super chat. You folks from Louisiana just came down, made some jambalaya from scratch. No, it was so, yeah. You said you couldn't imagine, jollof. No disrespect to African folks, though. Yeah, man, your family from the South, when they come up and bring some shit, man, it'd be a whole nother level. A whole nother level. But don't sleep. All my family from the South, when they come to LA and taste my barbecue, they be like, God damn. I didn't know y'all was doing it like that in LA. I'm like, well, the rest of LA may not be doing it like that. But I am. I got them motherfucking skills on them grills. Yeah, but appreciate that, G Mars. Join the Patreon, because on Patreon, we're about to start a new thing this week on Patreon. How to listen to jazz. And how to use jazz to meditate and get your mind right when you wake up and before you go to bed. So this week, expect a few different, and they're going to be short, but we're going to do some sound meditation, some sound baths to jazz. And we're going to breathe. And we're going, because the reason why a lot of us have issues with jazz is because if you listen to jazz with a hip hop ear, you're going to miss it. If you listen to jazz with an R&B ear, you're going to miss it. You have to listen to jazz with a jazz spirit. You listen to jazz from your spirit, from your soul. And that's where the benefits of Black American, what we call jazz, basically Black American classical music. Black American classical. Black American classical, when you listen to it the proper way, if you listen to it in the morning before you get your day started, you're going to, it's going to set your day right. You listen to about 10 to 15 minutes up before you go to bed, you're going to have some sweet dreams. So for those of you on Patreon, we're going to be doing some brief listening parties, and I'm really going to break down the science on how to listen to this music and get it in your spirit. And we're going to be playing music that's based on the playlists that I created that are exclusively for Patreon. So we got Patreon exclusive playlists, and the music I'll be playing in our meditations, in our sound baths, are going to be music that is in already active for your Patreon membership, all right? So if you're on Patreon, look out for that. All right? Well, thank y'all again for listening. I still haven't worked out my phone issues. It went from Skype to Teams, but I don't know how to work this shit through Teams yet. And yeah. So I got phone issues to work out. So no phone. My bad, y'all. I should have fixed it, but when I'm done talking to y'all, I don't be thinking about y'all. I'll be done talking, and I'll be off to the next thing that I do. I don't be thinking about this shit. My bad. I should have thought about it, and I should have had this shit fixed before today's show, but I don't. But I'll figure it out. All right? Thank y'all again for listening. And to remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. All right? Y'all have a good one.